Alright you guys, so welcome back to another episode of Hawkwood Stories Presents. Now, this time we have an older piece. This is the Justice League Wonder Woman. There have been many iterations of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman since then. However, I kind of still really like this one. So we're going to take a look at this and yeah, let's go. Beautiful picture of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman on the slipcover and all that. We got an array of hands and the lasso, extra wrist pegs, harness, flame effects, sword and the shield. Oh, her arm bracelet, and some fan bracers for light effects if you want her to have her do a deflection, which I'm not going to. Guess extra lasso, this one coiled up. Okay, very cloak. You have to see how this works. Okay, the mother box is actually very heavy. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. And the reason I bought these is because I really like the Justice League base and I need to complete the set, so there we go. Crush Grabber. Let's look at head sculpt. And yeah, this was rooted hair. You know, honestly, it's not bad. It's really not bad. Especially the price point. Because I had the WB100. I didn't like it. The Portrait of Gal and the WB100 is really, really good, but the rest of the body and the fact that you can't move his torso, this is fixed. The rest of the body with the silicone, it didn't work for the price point for me. But yeah, this is nowhere near as good sculpt wise, but it's not horrible for the price point, you know what I'm saying? Okay. And guys, in case you're unaware, make sure you hit a raid from Hogwarts Toys, because I believe Hogwarts is the only store that has a library of older figures that you can buy on demand, which is very, very nice. And you can use my Paingasm code to save a little bit more money. Just mention it to Ray when you order. Yeah. So this is the thing. It feels like a metal endoskeleton. It's very heavy. They did some very nice musculature tone and the silicone wrap. The only thing about the silicone wrap is it feels cheap. It's not really like the higher end stuff, which is fine. You know, it's 1/6 figure. I don't expect that much. I'm not gonna complain about it, but it is also, you don't want to leave it on closed or creased too long because you don't want to crease that figure over time. So you kind of are very limited in posing. I mean, unless you don't care about whether this leaves a mark or not. But that's it though. They did do a really good job at sculpting musculature onto the silicone and giving definition. So the only thing about this armor is, you can't pose this at all. It's very tight. No, this is really more of a museum pose kind of figure, which is why I didn't see the point of getting the WB100. This is well done. You see how they hid in the leg peg joints beneath the armor, which is very smart. You don't want to over articulate this anyway. Okay, so there is no articulation in the knee, there's no movement in the knee because of this armor. this one has a slight articulation, like slight. You don't want to be messing with this because you know what? I love the sculpt in her armor boots. They are just so beautiful. This is gonna be I love this costume, man. This Wonder Woman costume is always gonna be my favorite, and I'm very glad I have the J&D one too. So it's probably the best statue I've ever seen. Oh yeah, there you go. This is not a figure you want to articulate. So just use the stand, have her walking, whatever. And for another figure, I do really like that they went way to hang on this, so I really like it looks. Alright, let's kind of put it together. Hang on, I probably need to look at some stuff. This is the shield, very well sculpted. Kind of looks like a shrunken down version of the J&D that I have. This is the sword, plastic, and honestly, I had the WB100. It's the same thing. Maybe darker. Paint apps are darker, but it's the same thing. You got some effects for the van bracers that I think they're magnetic. And we got her harness, which I don't intend to use. You have an array of gripping hands. This is one for the sword. So yeah. Alright. Alright you guys. This is a figure that you can't really do much of. Meaning you're not going to overpose it. There's really no articulation in the legs. There's a very slight bend in the knees. This back leg, I don't even want to touch it. You do not want to like move, like twist it side to side, it will break. You can turn, you can go back and forth, that's about it. So I only, angle it slightly just to give it a bit of a nicer kind of a standing pose. And yeah, there's really not much you can do with this. The head sculpt for its time, I think it's pretty good for the price. The WB100 is definitely much better, but it also costs at least twice as much at this point, so yeah. And when you're getting up to that kind of price point, I'd rather just go ahead and pay for the J&D or pay for the half scales, 1/6 isn't that big of a thing to me, so. Alright, we're gonna do one more switch out and then we'll call it. Alright, the other option that I did was I put the harness on and I put the sword on her back. That's pretty much it. I don't think I'm gonna leave the harness on the figure. Maybe I am, not sure, we'll see. Anyway guys, thanks again to Hogwarts Toys. Like I said, if you didn't know, Ray stocks and library of older figures that you can buy on demand. So give him a shout on eBay, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the socials, and he will take care of you. So, alright guys, this has been another episode of Hogwarts Toys presents Justice League Wonder Woman. He will see you in the next video.